shining.
It's going to be like no car has ever been built before.
It is the future.
There we go.
I'll be judging Fastly and Furiously.
And I'll be judging you personally.
Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, Tuesday on NBC.
This is not for the faithless. My all, I know my greatness.
Angie Chung perseveres.
Whose greatness will overcome the KPMG Women's PGA Championship on NBC, Golf Channel, and Peacock.
You are invited to Purely Therapeutic Vital Holistic Health Open House Saturday, June 17th from 11 to 4. Free service demos, snacks, sales, and giveaways.
Don't miss your chance to see the legends of golf when they come to Central Wisconsin this summer. Watch your favorite players like Steve Stricker, Ernie Els, Jerry Kelly, Padraig Harrington, and more up close as they battle for the 43rd U.S. Senior Open Championship at Century World at Stevens Point, June 27th through July 2nd. Buy your daily, weekly, or premium ticket packages now at ussenioropen.com. That's ussenioropen.com.
Builder Service. We are your hometown hardware store. Plumbing, electrical, paint, automotive, keys, tools, lawn and garden. We're more than just a lumberyard. Highway 45 in Elko.
Stop in at Lakeland Furniture in Minocqua for our grand opening, going on now throughout the summer. Same great location with added lines and outdoor furniture.
When you need help feeding your family, call the Family Food Helpline.
Live on NBC 12, this is News Watch 12 at 10.
Good evening, I'm Jessica Jukich. The Wood County Sheriff's Department is investigating a hit and run that injured a woman in the township of Seneca. Authorities say the crash happened just before 10:45 this morning in the 4100 block of George Road. The Sheriff's Department says a woman was walking with a small child on the shoulder of the road when the woman was hit behind by a vehicle. The woman was airlifted to Marshfield Medical Center and her condition is unknown. The child was not injured in that accident. The Sheriff's Department says the suspect fled the scene. They found a chrome part from the suspect vehicle. They believe it's a passenger side mirror that you can see right here. They believe it came from a Ford F-150 or F-250 model year 2015 to 2020. They're asking the suspect to come forward and turn themselves in. If you have any information on the crash, contact the Sheriff's Department. A county in Wisconsin wants to be a sanctuary city for trans and non-binary people. The Dane County Board of Supervisors approved a resolution Friday to make it official. The board hope is if the state of Wisconsin passed a law that punished or criminalized any person or organization seeking gender-affirming care, the Dane County Sheriff would be strongly encouraged to put enforcement of that law on the back burner.
It is important for people to know that there is a space where they are seen, where they are heard, where they are protected. And so I'm walking into this, even with all of the hate that we have gotten, I'm walking into this proud and firm in the resolution that what we're doing is the right thing.
As of June 6, 19 states have laws restricting or banning gender-affirming care. Conrad, hazy out there, warm.
Yes.
Are we going to see the haze clear out anytime soon?
Yeah, so it is going to stay warm, Jessica, this weekend. Of course, right in time for the weekend, right? But it will stay a little bit hazy, so it might seem mostly cloudy outside, right? But we're actually in a lot of sunshine, folks. Taking a look outside, wow, it was warm out there today. Back in the 70s, not quite 80 degrees, but 77. That was our high temperature earlier today here in town, 77 in Tomahawk as well. A couple of mid to upper 70s right down into Wausau and Mosinee area once again. Our average high, of course, 76 degrees this time of year. Average low around 51 degrees. At least it's not 1924 where 32 degrees was the low recorded that day. Overall, though, we did see lots of sunshine outside, but that haze really made it seem like we had some mostly cloudy skies, but that was not the case. Winds were pretty calm out there, and same story right now. Pretty much everyone is at a calm wind. Iron Mountain is the only one with a 5-mile-an-hour breeze. It is a bit foggy outside, though, so please slow down. Visibilities are down to even 2 miles by the Wausau area. Tonight, though, things will be cooling back down. We'll be hovering at around 48 degrees. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. With the dry weather conditions in the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest, the USDA Forest Service is reminding people to be safe to reduce the risk of wildfires. Fireworks are prohibited on all National Forest System lands. Using fireworks in a national forest can result in penalties and fines up to $5,000 and or 6 months in jail. The Forest Service is reminding people to check with local rangers for fire restrictions or area closures. If you do use a campfire, keep it small and select sites away from flammable materials. And also keep water and a shovel nearby and never leave a fire unattended. Affordable childcare is hard to come by with long waiting lists and a worker shortage and thin profit margins for facilities. The Child Care Counts program has helped many child care centers stay afloat in Wisconsin. This morning, state Republicans voted to defund that program. Child Care Counts distributed hundreds of millions of dollars in federal support to child care providers across the state during the pandemic. The money helped boost provider wages and maintain costs for parents. In his budget, Governor Tony Evers proposed spending $340 million to make child care counts permanent. Republicans on the Budget Committee voted at 2:30 this morning to gut the program. Without more funding, it will run out of money by February. Advocates for the program say some centers will lose staff and will be forced to close without funding. New federal data shows pay for veterinarians in Wisconsin has increased by almost 50% in recent years. Veterinarians.org compared salary data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics for all 50 states from 2020 to 2022. The report found the average veterinarian salary in Wisconsin increased by 49%, going from just $100,000 in 2020 to almost $150,000 in 2022. That's 4 times the increase in national average during that time and the second highest increase in the country behind Hawaii. The wage growth comes as Wisconsin and the rest of the country face a shortage of veterinarians. Workers from the International Association of Steel Metal Workers, Local 18, have ended their strike against the Mechanical Contractors Association of Northwest Wisconsin. Here's footage from the strike that took place last Friday in Tomahawk. The union had been on strike since last Monday, and yesterday they held negotiations with their contractors where they agreed to a new 3-year deal. The group says they were looking for language to better protect their members, plus lodging and a $55 per day to cover expenses when traveling. Those requests are a part of the new contract. According to the union's business representative, Craig Wagner, this deal is a win-win for both parties, and workers are happy to get back to work. In Woodruff, a former home of a famous doctor known as Angel of Snowshoes. Dr. Kate Newcomb was known for her dedication in reaching patients through snow or over water. In the 1950s, Dr. Kate raised money for a hospital in Woodruff because the closest was 50 miles away in Tomahawk. She eventually achieved her dreams thanks to a local geometry class's Million Penny Parade. This year's the 70th anniversary of that Million Penny Parade. Barb Maines is a volunteer at Dr. Kate Museum and says a lot of people are ready to celebrate with another parade.
I go to church on Sunday and they bring me bags of pennies and I bring them home. I can't remember every time I walk somewhere, oh, the Million Penny Parade's coming, and they are excited. People run into me, and not just in this town. I'm from Sainer.
This 70th anniversary Million Penny Parade will take place in Woodruff on Saturday, July 15th at 1 p.m. There will be an antique car show, live music, and food trucks. The Dr. Kate Museum will be raising money for a much-needed expansion. Students at an Oneida County college will soon be able to earn credits for prior knowledge of Indigenous culture. Nicolet College is sharing results of its 2.5-year study into Indigenous knowledge and learning. Now they'll begin offering courses on Indigenous culture, language, government, and history. Newswatch 12's Nick Van Zyl has more.
In 2019, Nicolet College began a project to reach Indigenous students. It was led by Laura Wind Norton, the Associate Vice President of Academic Services for Nicolet.
The Lumina Foundation funded our grant under All Learning Counts. And they were interested in us doing an authentic assessment of indigenous knowledge.
Nicolay reached out to Wisconsin tribal nations for help.
But it was an intensive project. It took a long time, and it was very valuable time to spend.
They worked with tribal elders from across Wisconsin to figure out how to evaluate a student's knowledge of indigenous ways. Kimberly Soldier is a Sakagan tribal member and Nicolay student ambassador.
If there's something that you don't know about or that you don't understand, rather than speculate, get the knowledge, learn about it, and learn from the people that know the most about it.
Nicolay College is creating 4 classes grounded in the knowledge gained from the study.
So students who are native or non-native can take those courses and really expand the knowledge that they have.
The courses are divided into history, culture, language, and government, and students can earn credits for prior knowledge.
The different ways of learning can help expand yourself to better yourself and make you feel good.
Reporting in Oneida County, Nick Van Zio, Newswatch 12.
What a great new opportunity. Thank you, Nick. The courses are set to begin fall 2023 on-site in tribal communities and expand to on-campus in following semesters. Coming up, the Department of Justice released a scathing report on the Minneapolis Police Department. We'll have the details after Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Hopefully, your family will never need to hire a personal injury lawyer. But if you ever do, it's important to understand that not all law firms are the same. A lot more is involved than one phone call and a quick settlement. To make things right again, it can take time, and it will take talent. Since 1930, Habish & Rotier has recovered more million-dollar results for our clients than any other law firm in Wisconsin. Habish & Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
Get ready for more Fast Play, Wisconsin. During the month of June, Badger 5 players will have a 1 in 5 chance of getting a $1 Fast Play 5X bonus ticket. You heard that right. Badger 5 players could also score a $1 Fast Play bonus ticket. Fast Play is a new group of lotto games offering a progressive jackpot, which starts at $10,000 and grows with each ticket sold until won. This limited time offer is available now, only during the month of June and only at Wisconsin lottery retailers.
This is how legends 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love. Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day.
Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Do you feel uneasy, irritable? Does your internet bill make you anxious? You may be suffering from UPH, unexpected price hikes. It happened to me. And then I switched to T-Mobile and got 5G home internet for just $50 a month. Now I'm sleeping better, my skin is glowing, and my hair has never been so shiny. Most importantly, T-Mobile has price lock guarantee. They will never raise your internet rate, ever. Switch to T-Mobile home internet. It worked for me. And just look at that shine. Wait, what has the internet got to do with my hair?
Stony Creek Home and Garden in Minocqua carries a great selection of outdoor furniture, offering the finest brands at a competitive price.
It's Friday. We made it. Happy Friday and welcome back, folks. The weekend is right around the corner. Temperature-wise, we've been warm all over the United States. Look at these 70s and 80s are still popping up there in the south. St. Angelo is at 86 right now, but they were at like 106 earlier today. So scorching heat out there for us. No hundreds outside. Great news for us, but 50s are lingering out there right now. Mid-50s here in town. A couple of mid-60s are actually showing up there closer closer to the Wausau area right now, but it's going to warm up. The next several days will really start to warm up. All of these red, orange colors, that's hot air, close to record-breaking heat all over the upper Midwest. And same story closer to Chicago. We're looking at central Illinois, even in those mid-90s the next week ahead. So get ready. It is going to be hot. We're looking at 80s and definitely a pretty high UV index, 15 to 20 minutes to start burning. And of course, to get that stronger burn takes a little bit longer than that. Of course, put on a hat, maybe some sunglasses, some sunscreen, and find some shade. Don't forget some water as well. Air quality isn't too good. We are not in the green right now, but we are in a moderate to unhealthy status for sensitive groups all over the state today. Tomorrow, once again, we're going to see the same story. And this is because of all that wildfire smoke from Canada. Most of the thicker smoke up in Canada, but we are still getting in on some of the smoke all the way up into Sunday. And then things will start to clear up. I'd say Monday, Tuesday into the Wednesday timeframe. But this weekend, it will absolutely feel a little bit hazy outside. Even though we did see lots of sunshine out there today, it did feel like we saw partly to mostly cloudy skies because of all that haze covering that sun outside. Right now, though, we are mostly clear. Some fog is starting to develop in the area as well. A little bit of rain in the northeast. Look at upstate New York, my old hometown. They're getting some rain right now, some severe weather down south at the moment. Some thunderstorms are popping up there and a couple of scattered showers in the west. For us, we will see a few passing clouds tonight. Same thing into tomorrow. And then Sunday, Father's Day, big important day. Don't forget about this. We will have Father's Day, a couple of increasing clouds throughout the day, and then maybe a couple of sprinkles will be possible, especially just west of town, maybe the Hayward area, La Crosse, same story into Eau Claire area. Be careful. A couple of showers will be in the area. Doesn't look like any severe weather. A couple of sprinkles might actually linger into our area here in town. Like I said, not much rain, maybe a quarter of an inch at most in some areas. The rest of the region, and not much rain at all. Muggy meter does show dew points starting to rise up there. We'll start to feel a little bit more sticky the next several days. Our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show a nice looking week ahead. Temperatures back in the 80s. Jessica?
A scathing new Justice Department report details a pattern of racial discrimination and civil rights abuses at the Minneapolis Police Department. It's the result of a 2-year probe into the MPD sparked by the 2020 killing of George Floyd by then Officer Derek Chauvin. In a review of the 19 police shootings between 2016 and the summer of 2022, the investigation found a significant portion of them were unconstitutional uses of deadly force. In its investigation, the Justice Department reviewed hundreds of police body camera videos, incident and police reports, interviews, and complaints filed against officers. The report also outlines 28 recommendations for changes for MPD officers. Minneapolis police and city officials say they're negotiating with the DOJ to implement changes. Americans are feeling more upbeat about the economy. That's according to a University of Michigan consumer survey released Friday. According to the newly released data, consumer sentiment went up 8% from May to June. That brings it to the highest level in 4 months. Researchers say people are more optimistic since the debt ceiling crisis was resolved and inflation eased. Another survey released by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York found that in May, consumers' near-term inflation expectations fell to the lowest level in 2 years. Thrifting is a cost-effective and even trendy way to restock your wardrobe. And for years, there's been a great option in Minocqua for doing just that while giving back to the Lakeland area. The St. Mathis Thrift Shop has been located in Minocqua since 2005. They receive old, unused items and bring them back to life in order to be resold. The shop includes items such as clothes, jewelry, and common household items, all at an affordable price. 85% of the sales are returned to the Lakeland area in the form of monetary donations.
From 2005 to 2021, we've given almost $3 million.
The donations are returned to organizations such as nearby food pantries and homeless shelters. If you're interested in volunteering or donating, you can stop in Saturday, Tuesday, and Thursday between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. There are many star athletes to come out of Minocqua, but one thing separates them from the rest. Coming up on Newswatch 12, Saul Meyer will tell us how the T-Birds are bringing dynamic duos to the next level.
Oh, boy, would you look at that field goal he kicked right there?
That looks fantastic. Boy, it looks like you need to stop at Tomahawk Furniture and Guns.
Furniture and guns?
Now, they've got everything you need at great prices. Recliners, sofas, mattresses.
And guns?
This is how legends 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Flow aluminum dock systems are made to bring time at the lake to a whole new level. You can create any layout you want and accessorize it for comfort and fun. They are strong, stable, safe, and they add a beautiful touch to your shoreline that will last indefinitely. Maybe it's time to join the thousands of other families that have turned their dock into a shoreline paradise. Maybe it's time for a Flow from Jensen Akins of Conover or Three Lakes Docks and Lifts.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it rocks. Or take 0.9% APR plus over 1,200 trade assistance and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models.
A beautiful monument is a fitting way to commemorate your loved ones. At Lakeland Monuments, you can custom design a beautiful work of art that will ensure that you or your loved one is remembered forever. Lakeland Monuments. Quality memorials from people who care.
We've seen some great athletes come out of Minocqua this year. But you know what separates these athletes from the other towns we covered this season? The star athletes are actually related. To help me showcase the best sibling athletes in Minocqua, I have a special guest to start things off.
Hey y'all, my name is Avery Meyer. I'm sports reporter Saul Meyer's sister. Our first set of star-studded siblings from Minocqua are Juliana and Christina Ouimet, the Ouimet sisters.
That's right, Avery. The Ouimet sisters were absolutely terrific this season. Two-sport athletes, Juliana and Christina, were doubles partners on the tennis courts, making it all the way to the sectional rounds of the playoffs, a few games away from qualifying for the state tournament. They were able to make that up in basketball, though, making the state tournament for the first time in 30 years. The Ouimet sisters averaged 40 points per game, 14 rebounds, and 12 assists, and were one of the top duos in the state. But those weren't our only star siblings to come out of Minocqua this past season. Lily and Will Fortier were a force to be reckoned with in the 2022-2023 season. Lily was on that Lakeland Union girls basketball team that made it to the state tournament, where she averaged 8.5 points per game as the team's third leading scorer. Her twin brother Will was also a star player on the hardwood, where he was the T-Birds' leading scorer, averaging over 18 points per game this past season. He was second team all-conference in basketball and was an honorable mention for baseball as well as an infielder. But that's not the only set of star-studded twins coming out of Minocqua. Take it away, Serenity.
Thanks, Saul. The Timmerman twins were both three-sport athletes, meeting up for the winter and spring with basketball and softball, but then they go their separate ways in the fall. Sailor Timmerman swam in the fall, becoming an all-conference honorable mention in the 50-yard freestyle, while Allie Timmerman during the fall played tennis for the T-Birds. They finished second in the conference, and Allie made first-team all-conference honors in number 3 doubles. They then came together and were a part of a dynamic basketball team that went all the way to the state tournament, finishing the regular season 22-7. They took that competitive drive into their softball season. Sailor stood out of the pack, pitching at least one no-hitter game. Look at this play right here. Sailor Timmerman is up to bat. Her sister is on third. She hits a deep ball into the outfield, while Allie makes her way to home to help the T-Birds score. Can't get enough of the Timmerman twins. They'll be back next season to continue their domination in multiple sports.
These sets of siblings tore it up for the T-Birds this year. Reporting here in Minocqua, I'm Saul Meyer.
And I'm Serenity Douglas.
Newswatch 12.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
Marco! Polo! Marco! Polo! Marco? Polo! Marco? Polo?
Get lost in the biggest showroom in the USA. We will beat any deal by $500. Then power your new boat with Suzuki Outboards. 3 giant showrooms of boats, pontoons, and Suzuki Outboards only at American Marine, Shawano.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get an Explorer and get 0% APR financing for 36 months, $1,000 low APR cash, and $1,000 retail bonus cash. See your dealer.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WIS-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
Minocqua is home to one of the largest animal rehab facilities in the Midwest. The Northwoods Wildlife Center has been a staple of wildlife rehab in Wisconsin for more than 40 years. The center cares for 600 to 700 animals every year. Executive Director Brian Black said that they see so many animals because of people's love for the wildlife.
Most of the time, when animals come in, it's because of some sort of interaction with people. And those people are always very concerned about the animals, and everyone loves wildlife. So they'll bring these animals to us to help get the best care we possibly can give for them.
Some animals have injuries that will prevent them from ever returning back to the wild, but they still have a purpose, educating visitors on the importance of wildlife. The Northwoods Wildlife Center hosts several different programs and tours. More information can be found on their website, northwoodswildlifecenter.org. We'll have one final check of the forecast after the break, but first, here's tonight's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua. All right, I got a question for you guys. Why are fish no good at tennis? Well, it's obviously because they don't like to get too close to the net. Well, with that out of the way, let's start this week's Big Old Fish. And we start with Henry Yoles. and I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. If not, terribly sorry. He caught this healthy-looking bluegill through the ice on an area lake. And judging by the picture, that is one big old fish, Henry. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have KB from Oregon. Now, he caught this gorgeous 32-inch, 8-pound northern on the last day of season this year. 32 inches, 8 pounds? Yeah, you know what I'm going to say, KB. That is one big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. And finally on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Todd Grass, a.k.a. the One-Legged Wonder. And now before anyone says anything, that's the way the submission came in to me. Now moving forward with it, he is pictured here with a 28-inch pickerel. And that's his second pickerel this year. Well, 28 inches, pickerel. There's no other way to cut it, Todd. That is one big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Visit Ho Chunk Gaming Nakusa to experience exciting action on the hottest slot machines and electronic table games. With big fun, you get bigger rewards while playing with your Rewards Club card. Enjoy special gaming offers, food and entertainment discounts, and more. Hungry? No problem. Escape to the oasis of Swiftwater Lounge for drinks, food, and fun. We'll see you at Ho Chunk Gaming Nakusa, your place to play.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Sure is nice to have my 3 older kids home to visit. Oh yeah, I love coming home. I miss having soft water.
That's why I bring my laundry home on the weekends.
It's so much better for my hair too, but you wouldn't know anything about that, Corey.
Well, that's why my hair looks so nice and moisturized.
What do you know about moisturized hair?
Well, having 2 older sisters and a brother who only showers a couple times a week helps.
Well, actually, 72 years of treating water in Wisconsin is our family's story. You kids are pretty well versed in water.
So let us make your family's water better today.
Save on your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. Protect your cargo and get there safely with Smart Straps, Ratchet Straps. Secure your passion and save big money. A 4-pack of Smart Straps, Ratchet X Ratchet Straps are just $19.99 after rebate. Tow smarter with the Tow Smart Tri-Ball Trailer Hitch. It features 3 different hitch ball sizes and resists rust and corrosion. Pick one up today for only $29.99 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Stop in at Lakeland Furniture in Minocqua for our grand opening, going on now throughout the summer. Same great location with added lines and outdoor furniture.
Conrad, look at this. Kimberly Gardner sent us a video of what looks to be a fork-horned albino buck she spotted near 3 lakes on Highway 45. He's definitely enjoying some leaves near the highway, and he's definitely loving this weather, Conrad.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never seen an albino deer
Same.
in person, right? That'd be pretty cool.
I know.
Wintertime, he's probably having a good time, right?
Oh,
blends in with the
yeah.
snow, right? But no snow for us, Jessica, at all. Of course, we're in the 70s today, back into those mid to upper 70s even all over the area. Near average for what we should be for this time of year. Air quality, though, not so well. We did see some haze in the area, even though there was lots of sunshine throughout the day. And same story right now. Just a few passing clouds, really going to let that dense fog develop. But take a look at the next week, Jessica. 80s, maybe even up to 90 degrees Wednesday into Thursday. Wow. So get ready for the heat.
It's like a heat wave.
I'm bringing in the heat.
Thanks,
Let's
Conrad.
go.
That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here next week. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, right.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they helped us actually connect?
What would I give?
Introducing US Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
At Len's Truck, we're all trucks all the time. Nobody has a better selection of used trucks. At Len's Truck, we buy more, we sell more, and you save more. Buy now and get the highest trade-in value ever at Len's. Go to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 of the best used trucks money can buy.
Len's Truck. Len's Truck. We got the trucks at Len's Truck.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with four-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now lease an F-150 STX for $419 a month for 36 months, plus get $1,000 trade assist cash only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy.
Stay off the freeways.
Only pay